guys? It's me, V-Name Moreno.
Is that going to be your thing, by the way?
I like saying that.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Okay. Hey. Not going to yuck your yum. That's cool. Excellent. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pre-show before the free show. I'm Greg. That's V-Name. Pickle's out today.
I think she told me I think she went to Japan right now. That's where she's at. I think so, yeah.
Cool. Rad. Good for her. Welcome into the pre-show for the free show. A couple of things to get to. This is your Dallas Cowboys postgame show of record. Do it every week. What was your favorite play from the Cowboys game, V&A?
The very second play. Warderon plan picked.
It wasn't. It was trick.
That was the only thing.
Trickwheeze.
And then that was it. And then that was it. I was it.
Anyway, this is also my boys went to two trunk or treats this weekend.
Aww.
Including the one at our church, V&A.
Yes.
Went to the one at our church, and then they went to another one. And I do think that's great that you can trunk or treat has become a big thing, especially with community groups and churches and stuff like that. And let me tell you something. You can absolutely clean up if you want to be put together a schedule and you wanted to go. You could feed your children for months if you want nothing but candy, to be clear. But it is amazing the flourishing, because trunk or treat was not a thing when I was a youngster.
It was kind of a thing whenever I was 8, but it was wasn't as common as it is today.
Grabbing the kind of traction that it did, but it also, I think, allows churches to celebrate Halloween without actually celebrating Halloween, if you know what I mean. Okay. The other thing, one last thing to do.
Wait, what was Hank and Max?
They are going as the Wildcrats. Are you familiar with the Wildcrats?
The Wildcrats?
So it's a show on PBS, because we're nerds. Yes. But it's like a wildlife show. It's very, very, it's half animated, half not, but they learn a lot about animals and stuff. It's cute.
Cute.
And so my wife made made costumes for them.
Oh,
so
wow.
I can show you pictures.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I would love some.
Okay. One last thing to do.
Okay.
And that is, our sales team's going to lunch.
Bye.
We have a mutual friend, you and I.
What's that?
You and I have a mutual friend.
We do.
Her name's Mallory Hartley.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We have a friend named Mallory Hartley, and I want to be clear. I adore Mallory Hartley. She is one of my all-time favorite people. I mean that sincerely. She is such a hard worker. She is such a sweetheart. She is so good at her job. She is a light in my life. She was out of town this weekend.
Happened.
She was out of town this weekend, and I want to say Bentonville, maybe. But she was out of town, and she just called you because she's flying back. She flew back early this morning. Mm-hmm. Her plane just landed, and she called you saying, "Hey, I'm at the airport. Do you want a coffee? I'm going to grab a coffee."
Yeah.
What? Why are we buying coffee or anything at the airport at which we just arrived? Well, guys, you are paying a 70% markup on coffee. Never mind the fact that she is coming to the office, correct?
She's Ubering to the office. Yes, she's carless.
Do you know what this is?
Oh my goodness.
Coffee.
It is.
You know how much I paid for it? Nothing.
FREE.
It's $3.99. Guys, what are we doing?
Oh my God. She doesn't have it. She's a carless.
I don't care. Wait for is she at DFW?
But it's I can't say the brand name, but it's nice coffee.
I'm just saying, wait a minute. Okay? The idea of paying $8 for an airport coffee at the airport at which you arrived makes me short circuit. Fully. I can't.
Gotta splurge a little.
I can't. That's not it. That's not splurging. That is just wasteful. What are we doing? Mallory, darling, I love you. Stop it.
Aww.
Made me mad. It's not even my money. I'm like, stop.
Yeah, you weren't even a part of the conversation.
I wasn't. I just overheard it and I just like inserted myself. I'm like, no.
I think even Carter was like, like lingering around because you were like, no. Carter listened to the
I'm like
conversation.
visibly angry about
Walked
this.
away. He also, I think, was shaking his head. Maybe
She walks in with a coffee. I'm going to be real mad. Anyway, hit the theme expo.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, y'all. Welcome to Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Lewisville, Texas. It is Texas football today, a show with a cold front coming through. My name's Greg Tepper. I'm the editor-in-chief of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine at TexasFootball.com. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, whether you're watching us live at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I want to say it's on GeoCities, or you're listening to us on the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. I am sitting over there at the helm today, making us sound good. She sent me a fun video from a party yesterday. She's V-Name Moreno. Hi, V-Name Moreno.
What's up, guys? What's up, Greg Tepper?
Hi. Ashley Pickle is out today. Parts unknown. We'll catch up with her a little bit later. Today is Monday, October 27th, 2025. It is a mere 31 days to Thanksgiving, guys.
Wow.
It's like a month. 1 month from today.
1 month.
Happy birthday to Teddy Roosevelt. So Teddy Roosevelt was involved in, I think, the most remarkable election in American history. Mm-hmm. So it was the election of 1912. So he was president before. He was president from 1901. Or no, it was from 18. I'm sorry. Let me find this. Hold on. 1901 to 1909. Served 2 terms. Okay. He could have served more and was like, nah, I'm good. And I'm going to pass it off. Here's some history. Pass it off to my man, William Howard Taft.
Wow. My
all-time favorite president. Passes off to William Howard Taft. Taft does an okay job, right? He does an okay job. And then what ends up happening is that he decides like, nah, I do kind of want to come back and be president. I think I want to be president again. And Willie T is like, dude, what? Like, I thought, what? Like, you said it was mine. And Teddy R is like, nah, I want back in. And so William Taft is like, no, like, you cannot have the Republican nomination. I'm the Republican nominee for president. Like, I'm the incumbent. And Teddy Roosevelt's like, fine, I'll start my own party. So he starts a Bull Moose party. Hold on, I'm getting somewhere. So it ends up being a 3-way race between William Howard Taft, Teddy Roosevelt, and Woodrow Wilson. And basically, Taft and Roosevelt split the vote, and Wilson wins. 1912 election. Look it up, guys. Anyway, it's episode 1893. On today's show, folks.
Thank you for that.
Big show. It's Monday Morning Fallout. We're overreacting to the football weekend. A lot to overreact to from week 9 of the Texas high school football season. So we got a lot to get to. Do we have first horse through the door?
We do. We have
got some real Teddy Roosevelt heads in the comments.
Yeah, I know, for real. Tony Blaylock.
Yep.
BJWB. Yep. Jersey number 69. And What I Like Dyson.
Thanks,
Welcome
guys.
in, guys.
Appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us. VNA. Hit the air time for Monday Morning Fallout. Monday Morning Fallout. overreact to the football weekend, and maybe it's week 9. A lot of overreacting to do. We're down the stretch we come. A lot to get to. Start with Tepper's take. Rivalry matters. Week 9 of the Texas high school football season was scattered with a bunch of rivalry games. Some of them are iconic old rivalries. Some of them are new rivalries that are kind of budding into existence. And at their core, they matter for all the non-football reasons, right? Those games matter for bragging rights. Those games matter for passion. Those games matter so that you can talk some mess to the town down the road for a couple of months. That's why those games matter. I would contend to you that this year, they also mattered holistically in a big picture way. I'll give you an example. Lake Travis beats Austin Westlake in impressive fashion. Snaps a 6-game losing streak to the Chaps. And the defense looked spectacular. Now, for Lake Travis, they can just say, we got bragging rights. But more importantly, I think that win for Lake Travis, elevates them into legit state championship contention in the minds of many, including this reporter. And also, in the event that Westlake goes to the Division I bracket with Lake Travis, they are then going to have the tiebreaker over them. That matters in the standings. That's an important win for this season, not just holistically. I'll give you another one. Odessa Permian beats Midland Legacy on a game-winning last-second field goal. Great rivalry. It's Permian Legacy. It's a classic West Texas rivalry. It's Little Southwest Conference. It's Friday Night Lights. It's everything you want. And also, for Odessa Permian, they are in the driver's seat now for District 2 6A. They're in the driver's seat. And I believe, if I have my math correct, both Legacy and Permian are likely going to Division I, which would put Permian as the top seed. I'll give you another one. Port Neches Groves beats Nederland in Mid-County Madness. One of the great rivalries in Texas high school football. Plain and simple. One of the great rivalries. I don't need to tell. If you've ever been near that part of the world, I don't need to tell you how great P&G Nederland is. P&G gets the win. I'm sure they're really happy to have the win for bragging rights reasons. But more importantly, that puts them firmly in the driver's seat for just the District 8-5A Division II crown. And heading into this week's game against Montgomery gives them an opportunity to really take command of that district in a district where you need to finish as high as possible because Region 2 is a bear. And by the way, for Nederland, P&G just put them on the brink. I'll give you one more. Bay City beats El Campo in the most played rivalry in Texas high school football, the 122nd meeting between the Ricebirds and the Black Cats. Great win for Bay City. More importantly for Bay City is that they are now, in my estimation, in the estimation of this reporter, the team to beat in their district. They improved to 6-2 on the year. They get a really, really important win over a team that obviously they want to beat. It's a long-standing rivalry. But more importantly, it's a bounce-back win after their loss to Lavernia, and it still keeps them in the conversation for a district title. And at the very least, they feel better about finishing second in District 15 4A Division I. Those are the rivalries that, yes, bragging rights matter. And yes, you want to be able to go to the diner and talk your mess. And I'm not stopping you. But also, these had major implications for what the playoffs are going to look like, which, by the way, start in 2 weeks. It's Tepper's take. Game of the week. I love when the number one game in my top 10 games of the week becomes the number one game in the state. Allen 31, Prosper 30. In an absolute heavyweight slugfest, and a game that kind of changed and evolved as it went on. In the early going, it felt like Allen was going to kind of pull away. that Prosper was having trouble getting things going offensively. The defense, especially the defensive front for Allen, was giving Prosper all sorts of trouble. When suddenly Prosper starts figuring it out, and Prosper starts hitting some big plays. And it was a rock'em sock'em second half, and especially in the fourth quarter, where Allen scores with under 2 minutes left to take the lead. After, by the way, a missed extra point for Prosper. They score with under 2 minutes left to take the lead. Prosper marches down and actually has a 48-yard field goal attempt to win the game. Now, 48 in high school is tough. 48 into the wind is tough. The field goal falls just short and just to the right, and Allen wins. Matt Stepp was at this game. This game got moved up to 1 o'clock on Friday to get ahead of the weather. Matt Stepp was at this game, and he said it best. These are 2 December football teams. 2 December football teams. And by the way, it looks like they're going separate ways because it looks like either Plano or Plano West is going to get in the playoffs, which is going to bump Prosper to the Division II bracket. But for Allen, we've said it since the preseason that we think Allen is capital B back. I think they proved it. Play of the week, let's go to the Austin area. Round Rock Cedar Ridge taking on Round Rock McNeil in an absolutely critical game in District 25-6A, the wild-ass District 25-6A. This was a game that, in many ways, Cedar Ridge was playing for their season. Okay, they entered this game 2-4 in district play. They had to have this win, which would have been an upset, to keep their season alive. And trailing in the final minutes, they drive down, and their receiver, Jake McGill, makes what can only be called a season-saving catch. Watch this.
It's the loudest we've heard the Palace so far tonight. Senior night for the Raiders. 13 seconds to go. Raiders down 4. 1st and 15 from the 18. Here's Snoga. Drops back. Fires over the middle. And Jake McGill, a diving, one-handed catch in the end zone. A special senior night sensation for the senior wide receiver. Wow!
Unbelievable. A diving one-handed catch in the end zone to push Cedar Ridge over the top. Now, it's not over for them. They've still got work to do. They got an open date, and then they got to beat Manor in the regular season finale, and they kind of got to hope for a little bit of chaos in front of them. But here's what I will say. If they lose that game, the season's over. They're not going to make the playoffs. Now, courtesy of one of the best catches of the year, Cedar Ridge is alive in District 25-6A. Coach of the week. Let's go to Houston ISD and talk about the job that Jamarcus Branch is doing at Houston Wisdom. Houston Wisdom beats Houston Westside 45-28. Wisdom just recently moved up to the 6A ranks. And what Jamarcus Branch has done there at Houston Wisdom is nothing short of remarkable. This is a Houston Wisdom team that he's in his second season there, that by beating Westside clinches a playoff berth for the first time since 1979. 1979. But the Generals of Houston Wisdom are going back to the playoffs thanks to head coach Jamarcus Branch, who's our coach of the week. Coming up after the break, so much more to get to, including a dude of the week you have to see to believe, the NFL Minute, the Matt Stepp, he got that dog in him player of the week, and much more if you stay with us.
Hello, Candace.
Not you again.
Me again. Remember our last oil change? Your boyfriend said he knew a guy who knew a guy. None of those guys knew what they were doing, including you, Todd.
Silence your oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch our experts change your oil right from your car.
Thanks for coming in.
And finish in about 15 minutes. Valvoline, Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Pour some sunshine with new First Light Community Coffee's first ever light roast. This blend has notes of honey and brown sugar that will brighten any part of your day. Try First Light now at communitycoffee.com.
Friday night football is here, and Hometown is trusted by thousands of schools across the nation to make game days effortless. Sell tickets online, easily scan them at the gate, track sales in real time, and keep your community connected with a free athletic website. Make every game a Hometown game. Visit hometown.com to learn more.
Every legend starts with a vision. For Dave Campbell, that vision was clear. Tell the story of Texas football like never before. In 1960, he built something no one had before, a magazine that became the Bible of Texas football. Coaches, players, and fans didn't just read it, they lived by it. His words shaped the game. His vision built a legacy. And his name? It will always be written in the story of Texas football. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, where legends begin.
Back here, Texas football today. I'm Greg, that's VNA. Recapping a wild and woolly week 9 at Texas high school football. It's time for our Dude of the Week. And it doesn't feel great for me to announce the Dudes Rock Dude of the Week, but in Ashley Pickle's stead, I will do my best. The Dudes Rock Dude of the Week is Mount Enterprise running back Keegan Ash. Now, by the way, I've been told it's Keegan and I've been told it's Kagan. Keegan. Call me. Let me know.
I think it's Kagan.
So, matchup of unbeatens out in the Piney Woods. Mount Enterprise hosting Lovelady. Mount Enterprise wins, let me check my notes here, 84-70. Yeah. 84-70. And Mount Enterprise running back Kagan Ash, who we know is a dog. We know he is a dog. We now know he's a dude. 34 carries, 495 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He also ran for 5 2-point conversions. That 495 yards is the third highest rushing total in a UIL 11-man game this season. It is the 24th most yards in a game in UIL 11-man history. And he did it in a matchup of unbeatens and a real prove-it game for Mount Enterprise. I would say they proved it. We had Scott Ponder on Texas football tonight. He feels like they proved it. I am inclined to agree. Kagan Ash, as long as they keep him upright, they will have a dude, and he is our Dude of the Week.
Dude rocks.
Hashtag Dudes Rock.
Dudes rock.
It's now time for the NFL Minute. So, at the NFL keeps on churning. We talked about briefly the Cowboys. It's a tough week. Texans won, though. And there's a lot swirling in the NFL right now. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of everything. But luckily, we outsource that. And we have our chief NFL insider who keeps track of all of these things and files a report each week. And here is the NFL Minute with our chief NFL correspondent, my mom.
Yes.
Hi, this is Tepper reporting the NFL Minute for this week. I'm highlighting the Texans' win over the 49ers 26-15. These guys are all on the roster for the Texans. On offense, Ed Ingram, offensive guard from DeSoto. On defense, E.J. Speed, linebacker from North Crowley and Tarleton. Jalen Petrie, safety from Stafford High School and Baylor. Danielle Hunter, defensive end from Katie Morton Ranch. Defensive end Dylan Horton from Frisco High School and TCU. And finally, Mario Edwards, defensive tackle from Denton Ryan and Prosper High School. That's it for this week. Have a good one.
How do you turn this off? There it is. The NFL. Keep track of it. Okay. Turn off autoplay.
Hey y'all, Matt
The
Stepdave, Campbell's
NFL Minute,
Texas
keeping track of
Football,
all things.
here to bring you the most prestigious.
All things in the NFL.
I was
It's a
laughing.
good look. I feel like I have a good grasp on what's going on in the league now. Stock up the Raymondville Bearcats. Folks, it's getting serious. Raymondville is now 8-0 after a 48-21 win over previously unbeaten Rio Hondo. Previously unbeaten Rio Hondo, and they smother them. 48-21. First-year coach Will Littleton, they're looking for their first undefeated regular season since 1987. What Raymondville is doing down there is really impressive under first-year coach Will Littleton. We are eyes wide open on those Bearcats. Stock down weather. Now, you guys are familiar with my ongoing war on weather. I am, of course, against weather. And once again, this week, it cost us in a big way because we had games that were moved all over. And now I want to be clear. I'm not opposed to hey, a little Friday matinee, a little Thursday matinee. We're trying to get ahead of the weather. I'm all good with that. But weather has continued to cost us fun. For example, one of the games we were most looking forward to this week, Gordon, 6-man powerhouse, playing an 11-man game, playing Bracketville. They're meeting in, I think, Breckenridge. It's a long trip for both those teams. Get the text Friday, hey, game's canceled. Because we can't be sure the weather's going to hold up. And it's a long trip for both teams. We have the technology, we have the power to destroy weather, to blow up the sun, to blow up the moon. We could do it, but do we have the courage to do it? Call your local officials and tell them, hey, it's gone on too long. We have the power to destroy weather. It's time for the In Case You Missed It of the week. And this one might have flown under your radar for a couple of reasons. One, it's a 6-man game that's maybe off your radar. Two teams that aren't necessarily statewide contenders. Two, it was a Saturday game. So, Saturday, maybe you're locked in on college football. I get it. Benavides 8, Prairie Lee nothing. That is a final score. Remember, we had a game, an 11-man game, that was 84-70 earlier in this segment. Benavides 8, Prairie Lee 0. That is, by my account, according to my research, the lowest scoring UIL 6-man game since 2010. The lowest scoring UIL 6-man game in 15 years when Ira beat Spur 8-0. It is, I guess theoretically, the low, there are safeties, right? So you could get a safety. Game could end 2-0. Field goals are worth 4 in 6-man, if you didn't know. Field goals are worth 4. But 8-0 is the third lowest, the fourth lowest score. It could be 2-0, 4-0, 6-0 if you miss an extra point, 7-0 if you run for an extra point, or 8-0 if you kick it. So the fifth lowest possible score in 6-man football. It's not a scoregami. We have had it before, but it's the lowest scoring UIL 11 or 6-man game in at least 15 years.
Wow.
Now it's time for the most prestigious award in Texas high school football. That's right. It's the Matt Stepp. He got that dog in him. Player of the week.
Hey y'all, Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, here to bring you the most prestigious award of all Texas high school football, the award everyone's been waiting on all week, the Matt Stepp, He Got That Dog in Him Award. And the winner of the Week 9 Matt Stepp, He Got That Dog in Him Award is none other than Beckville's Jordan Prince. In Thursday night's win over Hawkins, 50-14, Jordan Prince ran for 176 yards and 3 touchdowns, played a tremendous defense in the Beckville secondary, returned kicks. He did it all for Beckville. He showed why he is a Division I prospect. Congrats, Jordan. You, sir, have got that dog in you.
There it is. Congratulations to Jordan Prince of Beckville. The Matt Stepp, He Got That Dog in Him Player of the Week. What's next? Well, it's Week 10. There's 2 weeks left. There are teams whose season is over after this week. Yes, really. The Week 11 bye. There are teams whose seasons end. They're blowing up basketballs on Saturday. Cherish it. One thing we're going to cherish, Angleton and LaPorte. A seismic game down in Southeast Texas. Seismic. District title on the line. Tons of intrigue. Angleton has been absolutely pummeling people, but this also feels like their big test. LaPorte has bounced back in a really nice way after their non-district finale loss to Port Neches Groves. This game is going to be box office. It is the biggest game at the new Bulldog Stadium in LaPorte, certainly since the renovations. It is an enormous game with major statewide implications. And you can make a real argument that the winner of this game is the favorite in Region 3. This is a spectacular, spectacular ball game. That, the Monday Morning Fallout. I want to invite you guys to go to TexasFootball.com. Got all sorts of good stuff there. Coming up tomorrow, we've got Dave Campbell's Rising, our recruiting show, right here on this very network. Then Wednesday, the picks, my high school football predictions, they go live at noon, so you can watch them live wherever you're streaming as well. Thursday, we'll be back with Texas Football Today, and then Friday night, Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight. I can tell you this, I don't think we have a graphic yet, but I will say this is the final Friday night edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight. More to come on that, but we are going to be shifting to Saturday, starting in Week 11 for bracket reasons. So make sure you go to TexasFootball.com for all the details on that. That is going to do it for us. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, Instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. For Vane Moreno, I'm Greg Tepper. We will see you Thursday. Texas Football Today.
See ya.
Yeah. She's looking for the credits.